Hello, everyone. Welcome to English class. How are you today? Hope you're doing fine. All right. Today we're going to do Unit 15. What are you doing later? In this unit, we'll discuss future activities and plans and give messages. So, please look at snapshot number 1. How to decline an invitation politely. So, if we look at the textbook here, uh, let me blow it up a little bit for those of you that don't have a textbook. You can see that. Okay, here we can see this couple talking, and looks like this man, he is inviting this woman out on a date, perhaps, right? Or maybe out for a business lunch. Well, let's read the directions here. A friend has invited you to go out, but you can't make it. So, notice here, it's a friend, right? Follow our advice and learn how you can decline an invitation politely and keep your friend. So if you want to keep your friendship, you could decline politely. Okay, so don't be mean about it. Be nice. Okay, and here's how you could do that. To thank your friend, you can say that thanks so much for asking me. It sounds like a lot of fun. Or thanks so much for the invite. Okay, and show a little enthusiasm. Right? Thank you. It's nice. And then you could apologize and explain why you can't accept. You can say, sorry, but I already have plans. Sorry, but I have something else going on that day. I'm so sorry, but I can't make it. I'm really busy these days. Okay. So your friend feels like you have a good excuse. Okay. And the last step here is you can offer another time to do something together. You can say, this week's crazy, but let's shoot for next week. Or maybe another time. I'm free next week. Or can I take a rain check? Okay, these are nice ways to um, decide to do something together next time. Okay. All right. So notice a difference. If someone invites you to go out, okay, and you say, no, I'm not interested. Okay, that's fine, but that's a little mean. So your friend will get hurt and think you hate him and never ask you out again. So you could be really polite about it and use one of these steps. So here's some questions that, usually we talk about in class. Do you feel comfortable declining friends' invitations? So it's a little uncomfortable. Some people we call yes men. They say yes to everything. Sure, okay, no problem, but really you don't want to. So, what are some reasons why or why not? How do you feel? So maybe you feel like if you say no, they don't like you anymore. That's why it's good to give an excuse, even if it's a lie. We call it a white lie. Okay, or why not? Why do you always just say yes? Maybe you're adventurous and you want to experience new things. Okay, what polite excuses have you used? Which are effective and which are not? So most of the time, when we give an excuse, maybe perhaps it is a white lie. So we make up some excuse. For example, I have exam I have to study for, but really you don't have to. Or you say I have to work this weekend, but really you don't have to, right? So these are ways to decline and give an excuse, or a white lie. Or maybe you really are busy, so you can yeah, say your true reasons. And what is the best tip in your opinion and why? Yeah, so the best tip is if you really don't want to go, is to give a good excuse. Probably since you're university students, you could use that excuse. I have to study for a test, or I have a big report I have to finish. Okay. Um, a terrible excuse is saying, "Oh, someone in my family died." That's a terrible excuse because you know, it's not true. And, you know, you have to be so sad, That's a terrible excuse, I think, in my opinion. Okay, but anyways, this last step here, only if you're interested in really going out another time, you could offer to do something later at a later date. If you're really not interested, I recommend you don't use this last step because they might get excited. Oh, she likes me, but really you don't, right? So probably use this. Don't use this if you're not interested. Okay, well, let's move on to number two. Here we have our conversation. And look at this couple here. This is Alicia and this is Mike. Okay. And look at the title of the conversation. Are you doing anything tomorrow? The question mark. So are you doing anything tomorrow? What's your plans? What are you going to do? Yeah, that's a good question to get the information. If she says not much or I have no plans, then you could ask to do something together. So let's listen to the conversation and follow along, please. Then we'll talk about it. Okay, here we go.
Unit 15. What are you doing later? Page 100. Exercise 2. Conversation. Are you doing anything tomorrow? Part A. Listen and practice.
Hey, Mike. What are you doing tonight? Do you want to go see the new photo exhibit?
Thanks so much for asking me, but I can't. I'm gonna have dinner with my parents.
Oh, well, maybe some other time.
Are you doing anything tomorrow? We could go then.
Tomorrow sounds fine. I have class until 4.
So let's go around 5.
Okay. Afterward, maybe we can get some dinner.
Sounds great.
Okay, so after listening to this conversation, you might want to listen again or practice, okay? See your intonation and your pronunciation. But let's go over this. In this case, this is very unusual, but it does happen. So the woman takes the initiative. She says, Hey, Mike, what are you doing tonight? So she asks him about his plans. Okay? And Mike is very sincere. He really has true plans. He says that he's having dinner with his parents. So it's probably not a lie. Um, so Alicia says, "Oh, maybe at some other time." So she's interested. Yeah. So Mike, he says, "Yes. Well, how about tomorrow?" Okay. He doesn't want to waste the opportunity. So he said, "We could go then." So Alicia says, "Wow, okay, that sounds fine. I have class until 4." So basically, they make a date, right? They have a plan. And once you decide, then you could decide on a meeting place and a time. So let's go around 5 and then afterwards get some dinner. Okay. So here they're going to the photo exhibit and then afterward get some dinner. So after you make your plan, you have to decide when you're going to meet, where, how you're going to get there, etc. Okay. Now, as you know, we always have a part B listening. So please look at part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. Where are Alicia and Mike going to have dinner? Who are they going to meet for dinner? Okay, so they're going to have dinner somewhere. So where, listen for the place name. And who, a person. They're going to meet someone else for dinner. Okay, let's try this listening part B.
Page 100. Exercise 2. Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. Where are Alicia and Mike going to have dinner? Who are they going to meet for dinner?
After the exhibit, do you want to go to the Korean house for dinner?
Sure. I love their food. We can go around 7. Look, there's Garrett. Maybe he can join us.
Yeah. Hey, Garrett. What are you doing tomorrow after class? Do you want to go to a photo exhibit with me and Mike? Then dinner at the Korean house? We're meeting at 5.
Oh, I have class till 6:30. But why don't I meet you for dinner later? Can you text me the address?
Sure.
Okay, so after listening to this conversation here, um, we could see here, Alicia says, after the exhibit, do you want to go to the Korean house for dinner? So did you get that? The Korean house. Okay, Mike says, sure, I love their food. We can go around 7 o'clock. Look, there's Garrett. Okay, this is a typical American name, Garrett. Okay, maybe he can join us. So I don't know why he wants to bring Garrett. Sounds like they have a nice date planned, but uh, okay. Well, anyways, Alicia says, "Yeah, yeah, okay," and she invites Garrett to join them. Okay. Anyways, in English, we call this a third wheel. Okay, so a couple is two, right? Uh, for example, two wheels, they run smoothly together. If you have a extra person, that's a third wheel. So someone is missed out, right? So I recommend don't invite a third wheel. Maybe invite another couple, then you have four wheels. It's like a double date. Okay. And that's better advice. Okay, anyways, yeah, they make a plan. They're going to meet for dinner at 7 o'clock at the Korean house. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next page here. Please look at the grammar focus. Okay, as you know, we always have the grammar focus here. Future with the present continuous and be going to. So take a look here at the example with present continuous. What are you doing tonight? Okay, so doing tonight. Then if you have a plan, use I'm going to, right? I'm going to a party. Here's another question. Are you doing anything tomorrow? No, I'm not. Or no, I'm not doing anything. Okay, so no, you have no plans. Okay, then with be going to plus the verb. What is she going to do tomorrow? Okay, so going to do. So does she have a set plan? She's going to see a play. Okay, so she has a plan. Are they going to see the photo exhibit? Okay, so are they? So more than one person. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Or yes, they are going to see it. Okay, then here's some time expressions that are very useful, very important to make your plan. So, for example, tonight, okay, tonight, tomorrow, tomorrow, on Friday, on Friday. On Friday means this Friday coming up on Friday. This weekend. Okay. So this weekend is today is Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this weekend coming up. Or next week. Next week. Okay, then as you know, we always have the grammar plus, so please look at page 146 to get some extra grammar notes about this topic. So go to 146, unit 15. Future with present continuous and be going to. So here's, let's read these notes together. Use the present continuous to talk about something that is happening now. Okay. So what are you doing? I'm studying. Okay, now we are studying. So the ing, right? You can also use the present continuous with time expressions to talk about the future. So what are you doing tomorrow? Okay, I'm working. Okay, so we could use this about the future. Use be going to talk about the future. I'm going to see an old school friend tomorrow. Okay, so we can use this also. Be going to about the future. So as usual, I recommend studying this, doing these grammar exercises. Okay, this is similar to your midterm exam, so please do these in your free time study. And of course, you could check the answers in the back of the book. Okay, so let's go back to page 101. Okay. And let's take a look here at exercise A. Complete the invitations in column A. Okay. With the present continuous used as future. Complete the responses in column B with be going to. Going to. All right. So let's take a look at A, number one. Okay, what you do tonight? Would you like to go out? Okay. So if we look here, what? So probably want to copy this here. So it says present continuous. Okay? What are you doing tonight? Okay, so what are you doing tonight? Would you like to go out? Okay, so go ahead here. You can look at number one. What are you doing tonight? Would you like to go out? Okay, then we look here at the responses. I here on Saturday. So this is just tonight, right? So this here says Saturday. Okay, so talking about the weekend, so not this one. How about B? Well, my father visit my brother at college, but my mother and I be home. We love to come. What are you doing tonight? Would you like to go out? So it's talking about the father and mother. Probably not that one. How about C? Sorry, I can't. I work late tonight. How about tomorrow night? So tonight, tonight. Oh, this looks like a good match. So sorry, I can't. I work late tonight. Okay, so remember here we want to use future be going to. So sorry, I can't. I'm working late tonight. Okay, so we could look here. That goes with C, right? I'm going to work late tonight. I'm going to work late tonight. How about tomorrow night? Okay, that's a good match. How about number two? Something you do, anything on Friday night? Do you want to see a movie? Okay, so you do. What are you doing anything on Friday night? Do you want to see a movie? Okay, there we go. Number two. Are you doing anything on Friday night? So here we can see Friday night. So here's Saturday night, tonight. Um, Here looks like a good one. Do you want to see a movie? And here it says late show. Okay, so late show and movie that goes together. Can we go to a late show? I stay at the office till 7. But I'm going to stay at the office till 7. Go. So that goes with D. Can we go to the late show? I'm going to stay at the office till 7. Okay, how about number three? We have friends over for a barbecue on Sunday. Would you and your parents like to come? So parents, it means father and mother. So remember we saw that over here in part B, right? Okay, so we are we are having friends over for a barbecue. Would you and your parents like to come? So part B. Well, my father is going to visit my brother at college, but my mother and I are going to be home. We love to come. Okay, so how about number four? Okay, something you stay in town next weekend. Do you want to go for a hike? Okay, so are you going to stay in town next weekend? Mhm. Are you staying in town next weekend? Do you want to go for a hike? Okay, here we go. Are you staying in town? And of course, that is going to be A. We haven't used A yet. I'm going to be here on Saturday, but not Sunday. Let's try to go on Saturday. Okay, so here are the correct matches and correct answers. Okay. So, of course, since we're not in class, we won't do the pair work here, but um, yeah, if we were doing the pair work, we could practice actually speaking. So this is good practice for inviting someone to do something for the future. All right, let's see here. Did you guys get it? Okay. You could always go back on the video and get the correct answers, but let's move on. I'll erase these. And then we'll go to word power. So please take a look at number four, word power, free time activities and events. Complete the chart with words and phrases from the list. Okay, so here we have the list here, and add one more example to each category. So let's take a look at the categories, sports and games. Okay, that's easy. Sport or a game, right? Friends and family and art and performances. So let's take a look here at a rock concert. Okay, rock music. Okay, that's a music. That's going to be performance, right? A concert. So that could go here, a rock concert. A soccer game. Okay, that's sports, right? It's going to go here. A birthday party. That's with your friends and family. You don't want to invite strangers to your birthday, right? A barbecue. Okay, of course, barbecue is with your friends and family. A film festival. Okay, a film festival. That's an art and performances. A class reunion. Okay, class reunion. A class reunion, if you've never heard this word, is when you get together with your elementary, junior high, or high school friends and have a party or go to the restaurant or something like that. You reunite, reunion. Okay. Class reunion is with friends or family. Another popular word is a family reunion. If you live far away, you come together for a family reunion. Okay, a wedding. Of course, a wedding is with friends and family. A musical. Okay, musical is like La La Land. Did you see La La Land? That's a musical. That's arts and performances. Or also a musical could be live singing show. A car race. Okay, race, that's a sport. A hip hop dance performance. Okay, obviously hip hop is a music genre. Performance, that's under art and performance. A video game tournament. Okay, so here we see the keyword game. So that goes over here under game. And a baseball game, once again, over here. Okay, so just in case you need the answers here, sports and games. So a soccer game, video game tournament, a car race, a baseball game, and it says add one more example. So how about a football game? Right? Football, probably American football, because in America, football is soccer. Okay, friends and family, a birthday party, a class reunion, a barbecue, a wedding, and how about a beach party in the summer? Right? Okay, in arts and performances, we have a rock concert, a musical, a film festival, hip hop dance performance art, or dance performance, and an opera. How about an opera? Yeah, that's a nice show. Okay, so look at B. Are you going to do any of the activities in part A? When are you doing them? Talk with a partner. Let's see. So it's winter time, and it's New Year's break, right? Or the holidays. So probably most of you are going back to your hometowns to spend time with your friends and family. So probably you're going to have a family reunion or a class reunion, right? Um, okay, so I'm going home for the holidays. I'm going to have a family reunion with my parents and brothers and sisters. Um, Let's see. Anything else? That's about it. Okay. I I'm planning on visiting a parade for New Year's Day and watching the performances. Okay. So how about you? Okay, think about those your answers. All right. Well, let's move on then to the next page. Okay. So here, obviously we're not in class, so we won't do the role play here, but this would be practicing accepting and refusing an invitation. Okay, so, um, but anyways, when you go home for your New Year's holiday, you could practice in real life situation. Invite your old friend or someone to go out and do something together. Okay, in English if you can. Okay, anyways. All right, let's skip this. Let's look at the second conversation today. Here we have um, this conversation here. Can I take a message? So now we're switching topics a little bit. Now we're going to talk about giving messages. Okay. So let's take a look at this man here. His name is Jake, and he's calling Caitlin. Okay, you can see her picture here. So Caitlin answers the phone. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to the conversation. Please follow along.
Page 102. Exercise 7. Conversation. Can I take a message? Part A. Listen and practice.
Hello?
Hi, Caitlin. It's Jake. Are you busy?
No, I'm having coffee with Brittany. Where are you? Class is going to start soon.
That's the problem. I don't think I'm gonna make it tonight.
Why not? What's the matter?
My bus is stuck in traffic. Nobody is moving.
Oh no. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Could you tell Mr. Eaton that I'm gonna miss class?
No problem. I'll give him the message.
Oh, and could you ask Brittany to take pictures of the whiteboard for me?
Sure, but I can take the pictures.
Thanks. But the last time you took a picture of the board, all I could see was the wall.
Okay, so let's go over the conversation here. So he calls Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin, it's Jake. Are you busy? Okay, so are you free to talk? No, I'm having coffee with Brittany. Where are you? Class is going to start soon, so he's late. And then Jake explains the problem. Okay, that's the problem. I don't think I'm going to make it tonight. Okay, I'm not going to make it means you're absent. You'll be absent. So she finds out the reason. Why not? What's the matter? Okay, what's going on? And Jake gives his excuse. My bus is stuck in traffic. Nobody is moving. So bus stuck in traffic means a rush, right? You can't move, your car is stopped. Or in this case, the bus is stopped. You're doing rush hour. So Caitlin says, "Oh no, what are you going to do?" So I don't know. So now Jake gives the message. Could you tell Mr. Eaton that I'm going to miss class? So he asked for Caitlin to give the teacher a message. The teacher is Mr. Eaton. Okay, so Caitlin says, no problem. I'll give him the message. Oh, and could you ask Brittany to take pictures of the whiteboard for me? So the teacher notes, okay, Brittany writes a nice notes. Sorry, she's gonna take a picture. So Caitlin says, sure, but I could take the pictures. So Jake says, thanks, but the last time you take a picture of the board, all I could see was the wall. So that means Caitlin takes terrible pictures, right? Okay, so anyway, the key point here is we want to ask Caitlin to give Mr. Eaton a message. So tell him that he's going to miss class. Okay. So actually, this is a reported speech. Okay, you're going to report something that someone told you to another person. Okay. So you're going to have to tell Mr. Eaton what Jake said. He's going to miss class. Okay, well, let's listen to part B. Listen to three other phone calls. Write the callers' names. Okay, this is a little tricky, so listen carefully for these American names. Can you get it? Okay, we'll listen a couple times. Okay, listening one.
Page 102. Exercise 7. Part B. Listen to 3 other phone calls. Write the callers' names. 1,
Hello?
Hi, Caitlin. It's Vanessa. Are you in class yet?
No, not yet. Is everything okay?
I think I have the flu. I can't go to class today.
Oh, I'm sorry. You need to rest.
Could you tell Mr. Eaton that I'm sick?
Of course. I'm sure he'll understand. Feel better, Vanessa?
2,
Hello?
Caitlin, it's Scott.
Oh no. Are you sick too?
Yeah, I feel terrible. I'm not going to class.
Well, you're not the only one.
Hey, Rob isn't answering his phone. Would you ask him to call me after class? He has my book.
Of course. Feel better, Scott.
3,
Hello?
Hey, Caitlin.
Hi, Danny. Don't tell me that you're sick too.
No, I feel fine.
Great. So what's going on?
I'm having car trouble, so I'm running late to class. Can you tell Mr. Eaton that I'm gonna be about 20 minutes late?
Oh, good. I'm not going to be the only one in class. Sure, I'll tell him.
Okay, let's play that again. And you could follow along.
Page 102. Exercise 7. Part B. Listen to 3 other phone calls. Write the callers' names. 1,
Hello?
Hi, Caitlin. It's Vanessa. Are you in class yet?
No, not yet. Is everything okay?
I think I have the flu. I can't go to class today.
Oh, I'm sorry. You need to rest.
Could you tell Mr. Eaton that I'm sick?
Of course. I'm sure he'll understand. Feel better, Vanessa?
2,
Hello?
Caitlin, it's Scott.
Oh no. Are you sick too?
Yeah, I feel terrible. I'm not going to class.
Well, you're not the only one.
Hey, Rob isn't answering his phone. Would you ask him to call me after class? He has my book.
Of course. Feel better, Scott.
3,
Hello?
Hey, Caitlin.
Hi, Danny. Don't tell me that you're sick too.
No, I feel fine.
Great. So what's going on?
I'm having car trouble, so I'm running late to class. Can you tell Mr. Eaton that I'm gonna be about 20 minutes late?
Oh, good. I'm not going to be the only one in class. Sure, I'll tell him.
Okay, so it says write the colors' names. Okay, so hopefully you're able to follow along and get their names, but let's bring them up. So the three colors here were Vanessa, Scott, and Danny. Okay, um, yeah, and they want her to give the teacher a message, right? Okay, so let's see here. Why don't we go to the next page here and we could take a look at the grammar focus. Okay, number 8, grammar focus. Formal and informal messages with tell and ask. Okay, formal is with your teacher, your boss. Okay, someone higher up than you is you use a formal. And informal is with your friends, your colleagues, someone the same or lower. You could use informal, right? But formal, yeah, mainly for work, your boss, and someone higher status. Okay, so why don't we take a look first at the Grammar Plus on page 146? And please look at number 2. Messages with tell and ask. Okay, so in messages with a request, use the infinitive of the verb. Okay, so take look at the example. Please ask her to meet me at noon. Okay? Not please ask her meet me at noon. Okay? So we need a to meet. Okay? In messages with negative infinitives, not goes before to in the infinitive. So not goes before to. Could you ask him not to be late? Not could you ask him to don't be late? Not to be late. Okay, so you can go over this and of course practice these examples here. Okay. So let's go back and look at the more examples here. So statements. Okay, so statement here. I'm going to miss class tonight. Okay. So messages with the statement tell. Please tell him that I'm going to miss class. Okay, so you're giving a message to the teacher. Or you want her to give a message to the teacher. Could you tell him that I'm going to miss class? Okay, and then the most formal here is, would you tell him that I'm going to miss class? Okay, so would is more formal, and could is in the middle. And if you don't use could or would, just tell him that I'm going to miss class is the most informal, so with your friends. Okay, then with requests, notice here with requests we use could. Could she take a picture of the board? Okay, so informal. Ask her to take a picture of the board. Could you ask her to take a picture of the board? Would you ask her to take a picture of the board? Okay. So these are requests, right? A request is onegai, right? Onegaishimasu. So please do something for me. Okay. So this is a good grammar practice. Unscramble these messages, then compare with a partner. Okay. So as you know from the midterm, we had some questions like this. So probably on the final, there might be a few more questions like this. But let's take a look. Tell that is please Haru the barbecue on Sunday. Okay. So please tell Haru that the barbecue is on Sunday. Very good. Check. Please tell Haru that the barbecue is on Sunday. Yes. Okay, call me at 4. You, Caitlin, could ask too. Okay. So looking at the grammar here, you probably start the sentence with could or would, right? Okay, so could you ask Caitlin to call me at 4? Okay. 2. Could you ask Caitlin to call me at 4? Okay. Okay, is that Mia tonight? Could you, the dance performance, tell? Okay, so once again, we're going to start with could you tell Mia that the dance performance is tonight. It is tonight. Okay, let's check. Could you tell me that the dance performance is tonight? Okay, got it? Yeah. So number four. Oops, sorry. Okay, tell is Casey in the park. Would you that the picnic? Okay. So would you tell Casey that the picnic is in the park? Okay, here we go. Number four. Let's bring that up here. Would you tell Casey that the picnic is in the park? Okay, and number five, meet me to you would Micah ask at the stadium. So let's start with would you ask Micah to meet me at the stadium? Okay, here we go. Would you ask Micah to meet me at the stadium? Okay, and then number six, let's see here. So this is going to be the informal. Okay, but we can start with please. Okay. Please ask Garrett to bring the tickets to the rock concert. Yes, that's pretty important, isn't it? Please ask Garrett to bring the tickets to the rock concert. Okay, so it's good practice for you. So if you need more time, you just rewind the video a little bit and write the correct answers. Okay, so I'll erase these. Okay. So of course, part B, this would be pair work. So imagine you are far from school and cannot come to class. Call your partner and ask him or her to give a message to your teacher and to one of the students in your group. Okay. So sometimes some students come to me and they have a message. Um, their friend is can't make it to class, so they tell me or they're going to be late, something like that. So you could use this grammar to give me a message next time. Okay, very good. So, of course, writing, we'll do that. We won't do this now, but we do have a writing homework coming up, but after the new year. So, okay, let's go to the next page. Okay, pronunciation. Okay, reduction of could you and would you. Let's listen and practice.
Page 104. Exercise 10. Pronunciation. Reduction of could you and would you. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice how could you and would you are reduced in conversation.
Could you tell him I'm gonna miss class? Would you ask him to call me after class?
Okay, so could ya and would ya are reduced in conversation. Okay, so yeah, most native speakers speak very quickly. So we don't say could you, it's could ya. Could you tell him I'm going to miss class? Let's try. Could you tell him I'm going to miss class? Could ya, right? Would ya? Would you ask him to call me after class? Would you ask him to call me after class? Okay. So let's practice. Wherever you're listening to, say it loudly and be proud. Could you tell him to call me after class? Okay. Anyway, here's some more practicing here. Okay, let's look at the first one. Could you tell them I'm in the bed with a cold? Mhm. Could you tell them I'm in bed with a cold? Good job. Okay. Let's do the next one over here. Could you ask her to return my dictionary? Could you ask her to return my dictionary? Okay, now would you? Would you ask her to be on time? Would you ask her to be on time? And last one here. Would you tell him there's a food festival tomorrow? Would you tell him there's a food festival tomorrow? Okay. So could ya and would ya? Okay. I think that's difficult for listening, right? Could ya? Could you? Could ya? Okay. So just be aware. Could ya means could you. Okay, very good. So here we have listening. Okay, I think most of you did very good on the listening in the midterm, but of course we could always improve. So let's do this listening activity. So the title here is I'm going to be late. Listen to four people leaving messages. Who is the message from? Okay, so message from. So write the name. Who is it for? Okay, who is the message for? And what is the message? Complete the chart. Okay, let's try.
Page 104. Exercise 11. Listening. I'm going to be late. Listen to four people leaving messages. Who is the message from? Who is it for? What is the message? Complete the chart. 1,
Hi, John. Where are you? Class is starting soon.
I know. I missed the bus, so I'm gonna be late.
But we're giving our class presentation today.
Don't worry. Did you tell the teacher that I'm gonna be late? We can do our presentation at the end of class.
Okay, but hurry up.
2,
Hi, Samantha.
Hi, William. Martin asked me to call him today, but he's not answering his phone. Is he in the office?
Yes, but he's in an important meeting.
Oh, well, when he's free, would you ask him to call me?
Yes, of course.
Thank you, William.
3,
Hi, Ryan. Where are you?
Hi, Amanda. We're on Main Street. We just passed the high school.
The high school. Oh, you've gone too far.
Sorry, Jennifer's never driven to your house before.
No problem. Could you tell her to turn around and turn left on Summer Street?
Okay, Amanda, no problem. See you soon.
4,
Hi, Brittany. What's up?
Hi, Brandon. I'm calling to see if you and Emily would like to come to our house for dinner tomorrow night.
Thanks. I'd love to go, but Emily might be working late tomorrow.
Well, when you see her, could you tell her that I invited you both?
Sure. I hope we can come.
Okay, that was pretty hard, right? I think that's a challenging one. So, anyways, I'm playing the script here so you could follow along. But let's do it again for those of you that missed some information.
page 104. Exercise 11. Listening. I'm going to be late. Listen to four people leaving messages. Who is the message from? Who is it for? What is the message? Complete the chart. 1,
Hi, John. Where are you? Class is starting soon.
I know. I missed the bus, so I'm gonna be late.
But we're giving our class presentation today.
Don't worry. Did you tell the teacher that I'm gonna be late? We can do our presentation at the end of class.
Okay, but hurry up.
2,
Hi, Samantha.
Hi, William. Martin asked me to call him today, but he's not answering his phone. Is he in the office?
Yes, but he's in an important meeting.
Oh, well, when he's free, would you ask him to call me?
Yes, of course.
Thank you, William.
3,
Hi, Ryan. Where are you?
Hi, Amanda. We're on Main Street. We just passed the high school.
The high school. Oh, you've gone too far.
Sorry, Jennifer's never driven to your house before.
No problem. Could you tell her to turn around and turn left on Summer Street?
Okay, Amanda, no problem. See you soon.
4,
Hi, Brittany. What's up?
Hi, Brandon. I'm calling to see if you and Emily would like to come to our house for dinner tomorrow night.
Thanks. I'd love to go, but Emily might be working late tomorrow.
Well, when you see her, could you tell her that I invited you both?
Sure. I hope we can come.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's bring up the answers here. Let's see if I can do it individually. Okay, so message number one from John, and the message was for the teacher, and John is going to be late. Okay, how about number two? The message was from Samantha, and the message is for Martin. Call Samantha when you're free. Okay, then number three, the message was from Amanda, and the message is for Jennifer. Turn around and turn left on Summer Street. Yeah, so they got lost. They went too far. They're in the car. Okay, number four. The message is from Brittany. From, sorry, the message, yeah, from Brittany for Emily. And the message is Brittany invited you and Brandon to dinner tomorrow. Okay, so how was your listening? You guys got it? Okay, good. All right. Let's see here. Let's see, erase these. Okay. Okay. So obviously, we're not going to be able to do the role play online, but yeah. Anyways, maybe we could do this in class next time as a review. We could practice taking a message and giving the message, right? Okay. But anyways, today, we'll skip that. Okay, so the last part is the reading. Okay, and this is something that you could do on your own. Okay. This is, of course, reading is a good way to increase your vocabulary. Okay, you can learn lots of new words and information. So this topic was about cell phone trouble. Have you ever had an embarrassing time because of your cell phone? If you have, you're not alone. Check out this selection of cell phone accidents. Okay, so it could be some interesting and funny things. Maybe you can look at the picture, something happened. Okay, and then which advice best summarizes the article? Okay, circle the best option, and you could check the facts that are mentioned in the article. So check the facts means the true statements. Okay, so what true statements happen? Okay, and then well, this is pair work. This would be a speaking, but we won't do that today. Okay, well, yeah, that's the end of Unit 15. Okay. So thank you for joining our online lesson. Um, so by the way, if you made it this far, hopefully you watched till the end. Okay. So the way this is going to work is to for me to check your attendance, why don't you type your name in the comment section so I could see that you watched the video, and let's type a secret code word. Okay, how about the code word from today's lesson? How about let's see. Let's find something from today's lesson to type in. So type in your name and type in how about Um, let's see. How about type in this word here? Invitation. Invitation. So let's go back to here. Okay. So to make sure you get your attendance here for watching today's lesson is type in the comment section, type in your name and this word here, invitation. Okay, invitation. Okay, that way I know that you watched till the end. Okay, everyone. Well, I want to wish everyone happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Please have a good time with your family and friends, and be safe and take care. And I'll see you next year. Okay. So, yeah, everyone have a wonderful New Year's. Thanks for coming to watching the lesson today. And I'll go ahead and stop now. Okay, thanks everyone. See you. Have a good New Year's. Goodbye. See you next year. Thank you.